It's not on. I can't tell. That's all. I don't think it's actually working, but you never know, it might be now that it's nice and quiet. There you go. I'd like to thank you all for coming on behalf of Julian and Tina for tonight to celebrate this fantastic occasion. And just quickly before we hear from a few people, just also like to thank those people last night who put in all their time and effort in setting up this lovely decorations that we have here. If we can put our hands together for those people. Thank you very much for dedicating all your time and energy to making this look fantastic, ready for tonight. We also had a lovely, some people who couldn't be here today just wanted to read out a quick message to the bride and groom. So, dear Tina and Julian, super huge congratulations on your wedding day. We're all sorry we can't make it, but we will be thinking of you. Hope you have a really magical and memorable day. A small present will be arriving in the snail mail over the next couple of weeks in keeping with your wishes of wanting a donation to charity. As a clue to what it might be, we hope this lights up your married life, like your love. It will go on and will be renewed every day. Intrigued? You'll have to wait and find out what it is. Keep guessing. With love, hugs and best wishes from Steph, Rory and Ben, Richard, Amanda, Becky and Isabel, Pete, Romana, Alison, Alex, Will and Ellie, Stu, Lisa, Libby and Dax. So we'll also now like to welcome the bride to give a little speech.
How is the interest making it down the hill? Surprised I didn't fall over. Anyway, I'm going to read this because there's no way that I would remember to say all this. So, and forgive me if I just burst into tears. And being the daughter of a guy that used to do karaoke, that's a bit too high. Evelyn, hand up, thank you. So I know where you are. Evelyn, my sister. Robert, my brother. Nathan, James, my sons. Lynn, my sister-in-law. Evelina, Babelina. And Isabel. Okay, interesting family. Okay, here we go. On a day like today, it would be customary that my father would deliver a speech to welcome Julian to our family. However, Dad, Robbie passed away a few years ago, and Mum, Magda, last year. As they are not here with us today, and I'm sure that they are here with us in spirit, I've decided to take Dad's spot to share with you what would I think have been his words. And of course I have a few words of my own.
Last year.
God help him. Many years ago when I first met Julian, my father was diagnosed with cancer and unfortunately passed away 15 months after Julian and I first met. Dad was a total party goer, always hosting parties, entertaining his friends and singing a few Elvis tunes. A similar trait to you perhaps, Julian. That's the party, not the singing. He makes a better sailor than he does a singer. It's a bit of a shame that Dad didn't really get to know Julian very well, as he would have enjoyed telling you silly jokes. He would have taken the time, and you would have taken the time to listen to them. And I'm sure he would have approved of our marriage today, standing here very proud and probably singing an Elvis tune to welcome you to the family. He would have said in his Elvis voice, of course, "Thank you very much." Taking good care of my daughter, and I welcome my new son-in-law to my family. Thank you. Now, for those of you who don't know me very well, for those of you who do, I am of Spanish Maltese heritage, not Greek. So no plate smashing tonight. You can pay for it. Mum was Spanish, Dad Maltese. Mum liked Julian very much and would be pleased today knowing that you made her daughter very, very happy. James, my handsome boys.
Bullshit.
Okay, James. Drink for Nathan. They walked me down the aisle today, supporting our relationship. We've had our ups and we've had our downs. And no doubt Julian is still coming to grips with the size of both of them as they tower over the top of us. It's really scary. They have always shown us respect, and I know that they welcome Julian, you, into our little family as my husband, who will no longer affectionately be known as Possum Q, person of the opposite sex sharing living quarters. Okay. This is where it gets teary. For those who don't know, the photo on the back of the wedding invitation was created by me. Take all the credit. The photo is significant to me as it is a reminder of how much Julian has influenced my life. Now, I've had an interesting upbringing as a daughter of a wonderful Spanish-Maltese combination. Feisty but soft. Sort of a bull terrier, can also make a good paella. I'll give most anything a go. When I met you, Julian, I thought, what an energetic bunny. Not realising one of your nicknames was Bunny. Over time I realised, quickly, that you had met your match. There's not much we don't like doing together, and we'll give anything a go. Sailing. Well, we didn't really sail a lot together because I'd never listened to him anyway. I was too busy looking at him and not the breeze. Done some travelling, met some great friends. Trapezing. Taking skateboard lessons, bike riding, and now recently water skiing. The list goes on and will continue. But it's worth noting, I look better in a bunny outfit than you do. Bring it on. So, you see this photo in the invitation is a reflection of my heart. It's a reflection of you. It affirms our journey together, and it's a glimpse of my heartfelt memories that we'll make together as husband and wife. Yo te quiero mucho. That's I love you in Spanish.
Thank you, Tina. And now we'll hear from the best man, Andrew.
Hi everyone. Fossil Q. My mum used to call Annabelle my special friend. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming and making this such a special occasion for Tina and Julian, and such a memorable occasion. First of all, let's put your hands together just once more. It's amazing to actually see Julian and Tina tie the knot this afternoon.
You were amazing.
There's a lot of prompting. And weren't there a few people who were also happy that the weather held out for us? So, thank you, Huey. First of all, there's a few people I need to thank for me to convey thanks to. Firstly, a big thanks, again, Kate said it, but thanks to all the people, and especially Kate, for helping organise all the decorations and things for the event last night. I know that some people were here extremely late, later than even I was, so that was late. But it looks beautiful, thank you. There we go. To all the pixies, and organising Tina in the last couple of weeks. Annabelle for making the rings. I know Julian and Tina love the rings, so thank you. To Kate, ensuring that the day has been such a success. What a good job you've done, so thank you. It's nice to see you two here.
You too, where are they?
They're on their way. It's after an event thing. They're the vibe. To all the people who also travelled interstate and overseas, there's quite a few of you, so thank you. For Pete, coming in on the boat last night. But one of the things lastly I want to say in the right way of thanks was for making the big decision, Jules. Right decision. But I'll get to that. As I imagine there were a few people who weren't sure that that day would ever come. I'm also aware that there's a few people who would have liked to have been here today, some family and other friends, but unfortunately they couldn't. And just to pass on their best wishes to both you two. So, cheers. I've known Julian for about 14 years. When we first started we shared a house together in Tamarama, and I was very honoured to be asked to be Julian's best man today. Of course, I wanted to ensure that this day was a special day for not only him but for Tina. So I found it a bit hard to decide on what actually to say today and how to keep it appropriate and short, as I've been told to do. He's always looking at how to do things differently or better, but which sometimes actually slow the outcome down considerably. Not saying that's the same with sailing, but other things in life maybe. Julian has always been there for me as a friend and helped me in more ways than he probably realises. My kids absolutely adore him and love when Julian drops by. I might even read them a book. I get shoved out of the way, but he might not feel the same way about an hour later, and especially when he's late home for dinner. He's always welcome. Tina, always welcome. You're a good man, Jules. So when Julian first introduced Tina to Annabelle and I, we were very excited for him, and using an expression I suppose learnt from Polly the other day was we thought he was a bit of a keeper. Oh, she was a bit of a keeper, sorry. And we would hope that it would eventuate into what it has today, and that they'd get married. I think it was so pertinent that they first met. Sailing was destined, to be not just right but perfect. So, that's beautiful. What a beautiful person Tina is, and what an amazing mum. I have to commend you on what an amazing job you've done in bringing up these two boys, Nathan and James. I don't think I've ever actually met two better mannered and well behaved kids, or adults, in my life, so well done. So, I'd like to say that I've seen Julian's and Tina's friendship grow and grow over the last about 5 years, if I get it right. And I don't think you could have a better suited couple, and just seeing you today was very sweet. I didn't think either of you really had that sweetness. Tina, you've brought so much happiness into Julian's life and challenged him in so many different ways, which has made, I think, him grow, which is great. It's been great to see the love and friendship he has for both Nathan and James, and the support he provides. From an outside, it's a good thing. I'm so pleased for you both that you decided to get married and make this special commitment. I hope today is a special moment in a long life together as it was for me, and that I hope you continue to love and challenge each other. I'd like to make a toast to Julian and Tina. So, you need one of these?
I got one.
Could you all please stand? To love, laughter, happiness, and a long, healthy life together. I hope you fulfill all your dreams together. To Tina and Julian. Cheers.
Come on in. Come on in this way. Right there.
Thank you for that lovely speech, Andrew. We're now going to hear from the father of the groom, Julian's dad, Harry.
If you think this is a surprise to be addressed by the father of the groom, you're joining me. In fact, when Julian phoned his mother on about the 18th of December, he said, oh, by the way, when you're coming out, we're getting married in January. The surprise was not that it was to Tina. It wasn't that eventually he wouldn't have got married, that it was within our lifetime. I was thinking today as I was walking along the park up there, wonderful setting, great choice, and for the weather, well done. I was just thinking that I was half Julian's age when I got married. In fact, I was less than half his age. I don't know, it's something about his parents, I think. It's my dear wife and I can't think who he takes after, it's certainly not me. I don't have the energy. And also, I don't have ginger hair. Well, the first one was bald, so it was difficult to check. And the other problem was that Julian's youngest brother, who's about 8 years younger, also has ginger hair. So whether his mother has a predilection for ginger-haired milkmen, I'm not sure. Anyway, I was told I mustn't talk for more than 3 minutes. And I'm sure various people have said, were you surprised when Julian said he was? And in a sense, we were astonished that he had plucked up courage. And we were, the greater emotion we felt was we were pleased and happy. A toast to Julian's courage. On the other hand, it might have been cowardice, because as Tina said to us, this is leap year, and he would have had no excuse to say no on February the 29th. So, enjoy the rest of the evening. Sorry, Kate, I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm being a bit of a groomzilla. So, right, okay, okay, hit the bunny. If you see the bunnies, this is fantastic. And we've got the pillar. You've got to ask Liz, there's a gorgeous Irish friend of ours who borrowed this from a nightclub in King's Cross. They've since got rid of the nightclub, but the pillar goes on, and it's been all around the world, so, and this is fantastic. I must say, but Liz, the Bolins, awesome, you know, very good. This is the best bling. I think every time the pillar comes out, it gets better and better. So first of all, it gives me what a pleasure it is to introduce my wife, Mrs. Tina Bowker. And I think, as I Okay, so on behalf of my wife, and I can tell you, I never thought I'd use those words, and nor did most of you either. So it gives me great pleasure that so many of you are here to share this moment. Alas, as you know, I have many friends and cannot invite them all, much as I would wish. So thank you all for making the time to come and support us. All you people are the people that have helped and cared for us in the past, and I really hope that we can rely on you for your help and friendship in the future. There's a few special mentions, and I hate mentioning I can't mention everybody, and there's lots of people I love to mention, but just a few people. Particularly Jason and Polly, found by Tina in the School of Lost American Girls. They've been through a lot in the past 20 hours, and it's amazing to see you both here, and I hope you both recover well. And Jason, aka Tina's Tina's brother from another mother, and Polly are just fantastic support to us both. So, yeah, and they live around the corner, so it's really handy. Yeah, so I've got many friends here today that I've known for some time, both Crispin and Tim. In fact, I've known for over 20 years. And Gronya I met when we were first backpacking around Australia. Exactly. 5-star, we were glamping or whatever it's called nowadays. So, exactly, that's when I was fresh off the phone. Yeah, exactly, she was fresh off the plane. She was the first backpacker we knew with a mobile phone. As we got nearer and nearer to Sydney, her phone would ring more often. And can I especially thank Tim and Dawn over from Switzerland. Well done on Dawn for arranging a last-minute conference in the Antipodes. She landed yesterday morning, spent the day in the office in North Ryde, made it down for a twilight on Scarlet Hara, thanks to Scarl. And really fantastic couple. Tim is quite amazing, and Dawn, you're both very inspiring. And it's a shame that they're my godson, William John Danger Elvin, because he can say, Danger is my middle name, isn't here, but yes, we've got a fantastic scribbling from him on the fridge. So I also really need to thank my parents, who managed to love and support me no matter where I am or what adventures I've managed to get myself into. I really do love them very dearly, and while I don't see them often, it's a treasure to spend the time that we do share. Even if I seem very distracted, it's always a pleasure to have them to visit. Their unrelenting love for me has been amazing, and I am privileged that they continue to make the long trek down under. They continue to inspire me, and I love them both very much. As mentioned before, I need to mention Robbie and Magda, Tina's parents. It was a privilege to know them, and briefly, and I thank them for producing such a strong and amazing daughter, who is only just starting to realise her potential. And it's great to see her siblings and family here to celebrate her for the second and last time. Tina, as you know, on a New Year's Eve charter, and when I asked, as I often do, would anyone like to steer? This cute girl in a very tight white top said, yes. Well, she needed some special coaching, but for a first timer she did very